obviously it's great to get the win. And it was a hard-fought game. Statistically, very even. Both offenses were pretty good. Chucky Keaton was outstanding. I thought our guy was very good. He threw the ball with great efficiency. 28 attempts and 300+ yards. That's great efficiency in the throw game. It really came down to the kicking game. That's what was the difference in this game. Namely, Andy Phillips. For the first time, the kid has never played a football game in his life. He's been a skier and a soccer player, and so for him to come through and nail those kicks and execute that onside, surprise onside kick as well as he did was really the difference in the game. And so he's our player of the game. We have a player of the game that we award in the locker room at the end of the game, and it was Andy Phillips this week. And hopefully we can keep that up and continue to give that production to us. It's very obvious we got a lot of work to do. We're an average football team right now at best, and we got some things that we got to resolve. Our defensive numbers, they're going to be higher than usual because when you're running a fast tempo offense, there's more stress on the defense. So we're not going to put up the numbers we have in the past, but we got to be better than we were tonight. And so that was something that and a lot of that's Chucky Keaton. He made plays. We had him dead to rights and he was sacked and get out of it and find a way to make a play. Which if he was on a high-profile team, I think he'd be a Heisman candidate. That's how much I think of that guy. And so, but anyway, we've got to work it out for us. 9 days we play again, so we got to make improvement, and we got to take steps forward in a lot of areas if we're going to be the team we want to be this year.
Kyle, to be behind the way you were and have things go against you the way they were, how do you like the way your team responded?
Very proud of our guys. The resiliency that they showed, and particularly in the second half when Utah State takes the opening kickoff and marches down the field and puts a touchdown on us to go up 23-14. They missed the PAT on that particular drive, but could have folded our tent right there. A lot of teams would have, but our guys just kept coming, kept fighting, kept kicking, scratching, clawing, finding a way to win the game. And in the end, final analysis, we had just enough intent to get it done. Very proud of our offense, too. That 4-minute offense at the end of the game, we ground out 3 or 4 or 5 first downs and ran 4 minutes off the clock and really put the game away. And the field goal obviously was the nail in the coffin for Andy there at the end.
Was the onside kick something you saw alignment-wise, or was just the flow?
Yeah, we studied tape from years back. You study coordinators, you don't study players. So we studied how they execute their kickoff return, and we saw that on tape. We put it in. We waited until we had 2 or 3 kicks to make sure they were still doing it to the extent that we needed them to do it as far as what we were trying to take advantage of. And Jay Hill, great job by Jay Hill. First of all, devising that kick during practice and implementing it and installing it, and then great job by our players executing it. So that was something that was absolutely scouted and a product of a lot of film work.
Kyle, what adjustments did you make to tighten up the act in the secondary?
Well, we were playing, we have a couple different coverages we were playing in the first half, and I talked to Kalani at halftime, and we decided that we need to mix up a little more split safety looks and some cover 2 looks, and as well as some pure man-free coverage, which we didn't play much of in the first half. Also, even out the front a little bit more. We played a lot of out front in the first half, and pass rush was not what it needed to be. And then when they go to empty, we had some automatic checks built in that weren't working out for us either. So we made a lot of adjustments defensively at halftime, and you never know about the first drive of the second half. But after that, we settled in and got done what we needed to get done.
Chuck, you just mentioned it felt like it was an entirely different defense in the second half, where the alterations were pretty drastic.
Yeah, it was. It was dramatic changes. And like I said, it wasn't so hot the first drive, but once we settled in after that, it was pretty good stuff.